During her first 2 seasons at Taylor, everything was coming up aces for cross-country runner Alex Berends. You couldn't have written a better start if you tried. In her first 11 regular season races, Berends won 9 of them, including a pair of Crossroads League individual championships. She was also a 2-time winner of the Natalie Steele Award as TU's top female athlete. And after her freshman year, Berends was named an All-American and the Crossroads League Female Athlete of the Year. But then the calendar turned to 2016, and everything started to change.
I had started having back problems first. I had a bulging disc in my back, and then right in tandem with that, I strained my hip flexor. And then after a couple months of apparent recovery, in the same hip, I had a cartilage tear and a stress reaction in the tip of my femur.
Her 2016 season was done after just 2 races. And to make matters worse, Berends would break her elbow after falling off her bike on campus. According to Berends, not being able to compete alongside her teammates did take a toll.
I wouldn't say it was tough watching them do well. I was really excited to watch them do well. It was more tough to feel isolated from the team because when you're injured, you're cross-training by yourself. You're not running workouts with the team. Cross-training takes longer, so you get to dinner later and you're not eating with the team. And because I'd enjoyed success from a performance standpoint on the team before, I kind of started feeling like I only matter when I'm performing well on this team.
The junior says she had to remind herself that her identity was not tied to her success on the course, and those teammates that she couldn't run with were the ones lifting Berends back up.
Starting last year, they did start noticing that I was struggling emotionally a lot, and so they really did a good job embracing me and showing me that I mattered for more than just being a top runner, which I really needed to be reminded.
Head coach Quinn White says the athletic training staff took a conservative approach when it came to Berends' rehab. Through all of the cross-training, White says Berends' attitude was one of the things that impressed him the most.
She was very patient, but yet she was chomping at the bit to come back. But she did all the right things. Her display of perseverance was fantastic. I mean, beyond that, it was phenomenal. It's something I was very proud of. She got special help. She got surgery, and she did all the right things.
Berends' 2017 season began at the end of September when she ran in the open race at the Greater Louisville Classic. Almost a month later, it was time for Berends to turn it loose at the Great Lakes Invite.
I felt amazing in that first race back. That was a really nice little gift. I had been pacing with a teammate for the first 2 miles, and I had a lot of energy left for mile 3. So when Coach Q gave me the green light, I just thought to myself, I have way more energy left in me than every single runner in front of me, so I'm going to pass as many of them as possible. So that was really fun.
Just because she is back racing doesn't mean there still aren't obstacles for Berends to overcome.
There is still a lot of difficult emotions to deal with this year because, you know, I would rather that I expected my recovery to be faster than it is. So, you know, there's that part of me that just wishes I were running as competitively as I did before right now, but that's not the case. And you know, there's part of me that wonders if I'll ever run, you know, what could I have done if I hadn't been injured? So, like, that's still a difficult emotion, but I do think that this whole experience has taught me to find a lot more joy in the little things that I took for granted.
But that doesn't mean she isn't ready to help the 4th-ranked Trojans at this weekend's national championships.
I'm ready to take this season for what it is, and it's kind of different because since I know I'm still like on the back end of my recovery, it's not the same kind of pressure situation. I know I don't need to hit a personal best. All I need to do is aid the team and do the best I'm capable of right now, which looks different than it does other years. So I'm just ready to take it for what it is.
With the Taylor women's cross-country team, Rick Johnston, Trojan Sports Network.